Today, from Seattle, Washington, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go in a rematch of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And leading him out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Alabama.
And to say that this is a big spot is the classic understatement. It's a ton of pressure on this rookie quarterback as he gets to play right away. And let's face it, he's trying to take in every moment from his first start, but at the same time, he's got to focus on what's in front of him.
This one to the former Bronco, it's Noah Fant. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 57 yards. First carry here for Ken Walker. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same.
Now Brown, he lost the football. It's picked up on. He's got daylight. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. 7-0 is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They've got his man complete. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jackson Smith-Njigba, 78 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Nix now on 1st and 10. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Throwing Nix. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. In motion right goes Sutton. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Nick Chubb, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Back to throw now on first down. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Walker now on 1st and 10. Down to the 25. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker
taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 14. That time, 75. Drive, 5 plays.
And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run.
this one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And again, it's Chubb. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On play action, here's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now a 2nd and 2. In motion left goes Sutton. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains. It was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Here's Nix. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And the Broncos are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Now it's Nix. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
To throw, here's Nix. Over the, puts it on the carpet, it's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
Taking it right down Broadway.
Now he's loose at the 40. Now look out. To the 20.
And down to the 16-yard line.
93 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
But look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here in game number 1.
Doesn't need a whole lot of carries in the preseason, does he? He needs to get the ball when it counts. And when it does, he makes it count.
Back to Walker on 1st down.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And Walker once more.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So we've reached halftime here on Open. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and a yard.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Nix to the air. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. To throw is Nix. Over the middle, complete. That's Sutton. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Nix. That is caught by Vele. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
They'll look to throw again.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Third and a yard. Here's Nix. That is caught.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Chubb again.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Nick Chubb, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Broncos have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Extra point up and through. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 6. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Kenneth Walker.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Seahawks have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd.
The extra point now coming from Myers. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Chubb.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Evades the tackler, and now some space.
Inside the 10.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Evan Ingram, 63 yards.
And the Broncos strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. 148 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Shifts by him. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Following the penalty, Chubb. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And oh, that is going to be a safety. What a gut punch. That should be the nail in the coffin with those 2 points, making this a 2-score game now with time, Charles, clearly not on their side.
Yeah, they have to give the football away as well. Had a chance. Yeah, it was a small chance to get down the field. But guess what? This one's now just about over.
An excellent field position here as this drive will start on the other side of the 50-yard line. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1.
The CD always a little extra.
Today, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The numbers for Walker last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll give it up to the big man Walker. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Over the middle here to Brown. Going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Here's the give to McIntosh. Robert Spillane, the linebacker, there on the tackle.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now a 2nd and 6. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
second down. Here's McIntosh. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards the game there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers.
From the right hash, this from 33.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Bourne going to go in motion right here. He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
Oh, fighting off the defender. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. We're scoreless after 1.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Rodgers going to throw.
Got a man. It's Kayshon Boutte.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Ramondre Stevenson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll run with McIntosh.
And able to stay up. Past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
The Seahawks had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And what doubly stings for them, CD, they lose week 1 at home, and now here on the road week 2. So it's certainly not a must-win, but boy, you hate to start a season with 2 straight losses.
Yeah, because you sort of feel like you're playing from behind.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Ken Walker,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Rodgers. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. To throw is Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rodgers now to throw. Open man, that's Henry. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Rodgers to throw once more. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To throw, it's Rodgers. Complete, it's Henry. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
The kick by McManus is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway
as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the... Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. McManus's point after is good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Being chased out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
2nd down and a yard. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Back to Gibson and another catch for it. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good, and that will do it for this first half. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Rodgers' throw taken in by Bourne. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A tackle made by Boye Mafe. Here's a 2nd and 5. They run once more with Stevenson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Patriots send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Straight ahead, Walker.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Sticking with Walker on second down.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Hand off here to Walker.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
This is McIntosh. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On second down now. McIntosh.
And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Back now in Foxborough. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Now 2nd and 9.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught by Brown. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing.
And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
The Pats at the line ready to go.
A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter.
Well, they've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check, and they're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Second down and 6 now. Again, it's Stevenson.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Pats have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Rodgers will throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The 4th quarter touchdown. They're back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few. inches, and the two-point attempt is turned aside. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. So down a couple scores, only 1 timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. Oh, I think the Seahawks got it. They did. It's Seattle football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up second down.
On play action, they'll throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. They'll look to throw here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
They'll run for it. It's Stevenson, and that should do it. He's got a first down, and the Patriots can run it out from here.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins.